Welcome to Gentle's World Agency, where we bring to you the latest news around the world. On this report, as the French vote divides, Macron loses his majority. President Macron fell far short of the 289 votes he needed to maintain control of the Assembly. Emmanuel Macron has lost control of the French National Assembly less than 2 months after being re-elected president following a strong performance by a left-wing alliance and the far right. Here are the updates. Before we continue with this report, please subscribe to this channel and click on the notification bell to be notified when next we drop a new video.
As the French vote divides, Macron loses his majority. President Macron fell far short of the 289 votes he needed to maintain control of the Assembly. Emmanuel Macron has lost control of the French National Assembly less than 2 months after being re-elected president, following a strong performance by a left-wing alliance and the far right. He had called on voters to deliver a solid majority. But his centrist coalition lost dozens of seats in an election that has left French politics fragmented. The prime minister he had only recently appointed, Elisabeth Borne, said the situation was unprecedented. A storm hit Paris as she returned to her Matignon residence from a long meeting at the presidential Élysée Palace to say that modern France had never seen a national assembly like this one. This situation represents a risk for our country, given the risks we're facing nationally and internationally, she said. We will work, as of tomorrow, to build a working majority. That seems a stretch, when the two other biggest groups in the Assembly are not remotely interested in collaboration. Economy Minister Bruno Le Maire was adamant that France was not ungovernable, but said it was going to require a lot of imagination if the Prime Minister was looking to the right-wing Republicans to help build a working majority. The message was not immediately encouraging. Party chairman Christian Jacobs said the result was a stinging failure for a president now paying for cynically weaponizing France's extremes. He's not Jupiter anymore, said Dominique Rousseau, professor of constitutional law, referring to an earlier nickname ridiculing Mr. Macron's supposed desire for power. For Mr. Macron, these 5 years will be all about negotiations and parliamentary compromise, he told Gentle's agency. It was also different in April, when he defeated Marine Le Pen convincingly and won a second term as president. He had more than 300 seats, but to maintain his outright majority he needed 289, and fell well short with 245. More than half of voters abstained, with a turnout of 46.23%. Among the ministers to lose their seats was Health Minister Brigitte Bignon, who lost to her far-right opponent by just 56 votes. Green Transition Minister Amélie de Montchalin was also defeated, but another key figure, Europe Minister Clément Beaune, survived despite losing in the first round. One of Mr. Macron's closest allies, the President of the Assembly Richard Ferrand, conceded victory to his NUPES rival Mélanie Tholmin. Another casualty came on the Caribbean island of Guadeloupe, where a Secretary of State, Justine Benin, lost her seat. In a rousing speech to his supporters, Mr. Mélenchon said the result marked the moral failure of Macron, accusing the ruling party of enabling the far right by refusing to give clear guidance in seats where the left was running head-to-head with Marine Le Pen's party. In a tacit admission that he was unlikely to achieve his ambition of prime minister, the far-left leader said he was now changing his role in battle. My commitment is and will remain at the front of your ranks until my final breath if you want. But as he was not running for a seat, he will not feature in the National Assembly. 5 years ago, Emmanuel Macron harnessed a wave of optimism, bringing in a fresh cohort of MPs from civil society. The new faces this time have emerged from NUPES and the National Rally. Among the MPs elected for NUPES, which stands for New Ecological and Social Popular Union, is a hotel chambermaid who led her colleagues in a fight for better pay and conditions. Rachel Keek had vowed to dance in the Assembly if she succeeded in defeating a former sports minister. Thanks for staying with us. Please support us with your likes, comments, and also share this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and to click on the notification bell to be notified when next we drop a new video. See you in the next report.